Okay, so a couple of days ago I put an order in for my beesuit. I put an order in for a smoker and also hive tools. So fingers crossed they're all here. Now, what I have learned is that there are quite a few places that you can order things like that in terms of actual beekeeping equipment. There's the traditional ones, I think they're called Thorns. There's other companies out there, Bee-Base is another one I believe, where as a beginner beekeeper you can actually get proper kit which come all inclusive with bee suits, smokers, hive tools, gloves, and other small items as well. But I've actually opted this time, just because I had used a suit on my one experience with bees. This knife is not particularly sharp. I actually opted to go for a particular suit, and for some reason I haven't gone for a full bee suit, which from a beginner's perspective is actually a better thing to do, because obviously it stops the bees creeping up inside your trousers. But for some reason I've decided against that and actually gone just for a jacket suit as well. But there are a variety of different things you can do. You can go for a jacket which is complete all the way down to your waist and you just pull it over your head. I've actually gone for a zip-up one made by Sheriff, BJ Sheriff, which is a well-recognised brand. And there's two different sorts, I think there's two, of hat that you can wear, which is one which is a complete round hat, which is where the veil comes all the way around like this. Or I've gone for a slightly newer version, I think it is, which is it's more in front of you like this. And sometimes they say that the mesh can actually hit on your nose. So some people wear a cap to actually stop it pitching in front of you. So we'll see what it's like. So this knife is appalling. Now, what have we got? So we've got lots of different leaflets from the company. I've also gone a bit controversial as well. I haven't gone for a white bee suit. Now I did get some free gloves, which I think they're relatively, they're actually white. So there we go. Now a lot of people use just normal washing up gloves, but these actually seem pretty good. They're nice and thin. And what's this? This looks, I think, like the smoker. It's very well wrapped in all the bottle wrap. And I actually opted for a large smoker, because one thing you don't want apparently is your smoker to run out of fuel or smoke while you're in the middle of looking after the bees, and knowing my luck I probably would. So here we go. There's the smoker, nice and shiny and new. Yeah, a big one that, lovely. Okay, and something else which I presume is going to be the hive tool. And what I understand with the hive tool, again there are several options that you can use for this hive tool, which obviously depend on your own style. But again, this is something that I used. It's fluorescent orange on my beehive day, where basically that hooks up the actual the frames, and you can use that as well, obviously, to hitch up the roof. So there we are, a bright orange. I'm not going to lose that. Hive tool, and then the moment of truth. It's a khaki colour bee suit, and I threatened all my work colleagues that I would wear this into work this week, and there we are. So you can see what I mean by the actual the veil. That's what it is. And there we go. So there is my first bee suit. It looks rather big. I'll have to see how that fits. Anyway, great. Alright, so this is me complete in my bee suit. It's a little bit big. I did go for an extra large, but being 6'5", I suppose I need this kind of thing. But it's called the Honey Rustler. I'm pretty impressed. It feels pretty nice. I have been a bit controversial against my wife's better wishes and gone for the khaki colour. So I'm not the traditional beekeeper. But yeah, it's got pockets all around, which is pretty handy. And then what I mentioned earlier on, here we go, I will really become a beekeeper now. You can see how the actual veil goes on, and you can see from the sideways it's not one of the normal, the round ones. So there we are. I kind of feel one step closer to being a beekeeper, and hopefully a step closer to my one pot of honey. So fingers crossed. And the next job I have to do, probably in the next week, is to build my hive, which I still need to do, because my bees arrive in under a month, and I have to get it preserved, painted, built, and with my lack of woodworking skills, it could be pretty fun. So let's see how it goes.